Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's actually been a while since I've really been able to just sit down and film. So I wanted to go ahead and just do a chatty get ready with me. I'm gonna go ahead and do my primer. I've already got my skincare on, my sunscreen, and then I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So we actually had a lot of construction done on our house. We had all the floors in the whole house redone, and then we had the whole inside of our house repainted. So that took like 3.5 weeks, and it was only supposed to take 2 weeks. But our house was just a war zone for 3.5 weeks. All of our stuff was out in the garage, because you need a room to be able to do the floors. So we basically just had our mattresses in the house, and everything else was like out in the garage. So we would just move our mattress around from the master bedroom to the guest bedroom, depending on there's lady, depending on where they were working at the moment. And like lady, I'm gonna go ahead and use the L'Oreal True Match in the shade C2. I got this top off of Amazon, and I really like it because this doesn't come with the top, a pump. So this pump is really nice. I like it. I got it on Amazon. And then because they demolished the floors first, so dust just went everywhere. So we had thick layers of dust on everything. And even though they're done now, I'm still finding dust everywhere. It was rough. It was really bad. Our stove was in our living room for like a week and a half. So we didn't even have a stove. So we were like ordering out every day, for Mike and the kids. And then I was trying to do keto, keep it keto for that whole time. But because I didn't have a stove to cook, I was mostly just eating like processed garbage. So it was like keto, but it was processed, unhealthy keto, because I wasn't able to cook all my vegetables or my meat. So it was just like microwavable, whatever. It was just, they're done now. I'm so glad. We're slowly trying to put our house back together. It's hard because when I'm home on my days off, I'd like to be putting things, together. But all of the small stuff that we have that I can actually do myself, like all of our knickknacks and, breakables and things like that, are in the back of the garage, and then covering it in front of it, like protecting it from, breaking and, from the workers working, is all the big heavy furniture. And I can't do that by myself, which means during the day when I'm home alone, I can't really get to the stuff that I can do because it's being blocked by the big stuff. So basically we're just kind of stuck on the weekends when Mike is home, and the two of us can, get the furniture together so that I can then, get the rest of the stuff, on my days off. So it's been a very slow process. They've been done for like a week, and they finished last Wednesday, and it's now the following Friday. So they've been done for like a week and 2 days, and our house still isn't put back together. And everything that we pull in from the garage is just covered in a thick layer of dust. So I'm having to like dust and, use a wet cloth on everything. So I don't know if you can see, this foundation is really, really nice. I think it has like a solid medium coverage. Oh, I have a dry patch right there. It's got like a solid medium coverage. I could build it up if I wanted to, but I don't really like to build up foundation. In fact, while we were just talking, I kind of did like a second, like a half pump, which I normally don't ever do, but because, I don't know, for some reason we were just chatting, I just wasn't really thinking. Normally I just go with concealer, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to go with my concealer, and I have been using and loving this e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. I have it in the shade Light Peach. I've been using this one and the ColourPop concealer in the shade, I think it's like Fair 08, I want to say. And I've been using these two concealers nonstop since I got them. I've been using them for weeks, and I love them. And they're both concealers that I had wanted to try for a long time, but was very hesitant to get them because so many of the reviews said that it's dry and cakey and it's too dry from the under eyes, and I have dry cakey under eyes anyways. Then other reviews are saying that this is exactly like the Tarte Shape Tape, and I hated the Tarte. I always want to say the Tarte Shape Tape. I really hated that concealer, so I didn't want to try this if this was going to be just like it. But you know what? I decided to just try them anyways, and I love them both. They're so good. This e.l.f. Camo just smooths the under eyes so well. Like, I'm not even using my the, what's it called, the peach corrector under my eyes anymore, because I think the peach corrector, I think both of them, I have two, I think they're both drying my under eyes too much. And I notice that when I don't use it and I just go in with like a more heavy duty concealer like this one, my under eyes overall just look better. But you guys, this concealer is so good. And it's smoothing, it's not dry and crepey looking, it just looks so good. I don't have my little sponge. I need to get out a new one, but my old one was gross. I had to throw it out. Excuse me. And I just haven't grabbed a new one yet. I mean, I have one. It's in my linen closet. I just haven't gotten it out yet. I don't know if you can see that. It looks really nice. Okay, and then I'm just gonna spot conceal. Oh, I think I forgot to bring my spot concealer brush. I always forget to bring something. Anyways, I'll just use my little sponge, or my big sponge. But anyway, so our house is finally back together. I think the floors look amazing. I'm so thrilled with the floors. I'm very, very happy with the paint. You know, like, we picked the paint when we first moved here, 8.5 years ago. And I liked the paint at the time, but just over time, I slowly just really started hating the paint colors that we picked, because they were just too bold and too, I don't know, just too in your face. And the colors that we have now are just very soft and neutral. I don't know if you can see in the background, it's like beige now, it's an accessible beige. And then we have, I don't know if you can see that wall right there. I don't know if you can see at this angle, but it's a green. So we have pops of green. And then our bedroom, we ended up going with sage. And then, I don't know, it looks really nice. I actually did befores. I took befores. I did like little video clips of before, like little pictures. And I kind of somewhat recorded the process. It was really hard though, because there was just so much stuff everywhere, and it was just kind of giving me like anxiety. So, I don't know, I might still turn that into like a little, I might cut it down and just make like a quick before and after type video and show you guys, before and after what our house looks like. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that, because I can still upload that. Okay, so I think that looks really good. Looking in my little mirror. Sometimes it's hard to tell in the viewfinder how my skin really looks. I have to look down in the mirror, but yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right, so for powder, let's see, I haven't used this in a while. I'm gonna use my Coty Air Spun. I'm gonna tap some into the lid. And so other than that, just been, not too much going on, just been working, my regular job. So that other job that I was telling you guys about in one of my other Get Readies with me, the agency job that I was going to do as a second job. So that job, I don't even know what happened, you guys. I did all the stuff that they told me to do. I did all the CPLs, which is computer-based learning. I did all the education. I took several tests online that I had to take, like critical care test, even though I'm not even I'm not an ICU nurse. I had to take an ICU test. I had to take all these different tests. I did over 20 hours worth of the computer-based learning. They told me I had the job. I just had to finish all this work, all these things before I could start working. So I did all these things. I had to go and pay and get fingerprints done. I had to take a 2-hour test online to show that I knew how to use the computer system, because it's different charting than the charting that I use at my current hospital. For my excuse me, for my under eyes, I want to use this Hourglass. I've had this for a long time. Not a long time, but I've had it for several months. It's the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder. And I've only used it a couple times. My under eyes just don't do well with loose powder. They just, I don't know, they just get too dry and crepey. But this is supposed to be like a very hydrating one. And I've used it once or twice before under my under eyes, but I don't really remember how I really feel about it. And I've used it on my face a few times. But then again, you know, I have more oily skin, so I don't really like to use hydrating, so, you know, setting powders on my whole face. So let me just, you know, use it on my under eyes, see if I can get some use out of it. Anyways, I had to take this 2-hour test to show that I knew how to use the computer system. Did all that, had to upload, upload so much paperwork, had to send them proof of all my shot records, and then somehow they were telling me I didn't send them my shot records even though I had already sent them, and they said, oh yeah, we see them. So then they're like, oh, we don't have your shot records. I had to resend everything. And then finally everything was done, and they said, okay, we're going to just audit your chart now just to make sure that everything that you're supposed to do is done, and then you can start working. And so like the CBLs that I had to do, computer-based learning, I had to do over 20 hours of those. And they said, you know, we're going to pay you for the CBLs. And then if you complete the CBLs in less than 2 weeks, we'll give you a bonus, because they really want to give you the incentive to get the work done so that you can start working. So I did all that. I did it in under 2 weeks. So they're auditing my chart. 2 weeks go by. They haven't, you know, called me. They haven't, you know, and up until this point, they were calling me every other day. They were emailing me frequently, you know, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. Oh, I forgot I don't have the, I'm going to use this, was for my under eyes, but I'm going to use this just to, I need to do a little spot concealing right here, or a little spot coverage. So 2 weeks go by and they're auditing my chart and they've stopped communication. So, and this is after they told me I had the job and that they're just auditing my chart to make sure everything was there. So I emailed the manager, you know, hey, you know, can I get a heads up? You know, are you still auditing my chart? You know, I'm anxious to, you know, start working. Doesn't respond to my email. And this is the manager, like this is the branch manager, doesn't respond to my email. Before, you know, I was talking a lot to like one of the recruiter type ladies, and then occasionally the manager, he was calling me frequently too. Occasionally and then frequently, those are like oxymorons. He was calling me like I was in communication with both the recruiter and the manager is what I'm saying. So the manager doesn't respond to my email. And at this point, it's been a month and a half that they've been auditing my chart and not responding to my email. But the thing is, I'm still on their their phone list and their email list as someone who's an employee, even though I haven't worked. So they keep sending me these mass emails that they're sending, and mass text messages and voice messages that they're sending to other workers, like, hey, make sure that, you know, you do this during, you know, like the hurricane prep, make sure you're, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not an employee. Like, they haven't returned my emails in 2 months. And I don't even understand what happened. Like, they told me I had the job, and then I don't have the job, I guess, because they haven't, like, communication just stopped. I'm so confused. So for blood, let me do bronzer first. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Rimmel London Stay Matte powder in the shade Neutral or Nude 21. Jamie Page said this is like the perfect bronzing dupe for that Marc Jacobs Fantastic or something like that. So I really like this. I've had it for quite a while now. I could not find this shade anywhere. I had to actually order it off of Amazon because it was not at Target. It was not at Walmart. They had other shades, but they did not have this shade. So, and it's really nice. It's technically a powder, you know, powder. Is it a powder foundation or is it a setting powder? I was going to say, because it's, you know, like it's not really a bronzer. It actually gives you like coverage because it's meant to be like a powder, like a finishing powder or a foundation powder. I'm not even sure which one it's supposed to be. Anyways, and I like it. Smooth. It's, you know, goes on the skin nicely. Just gives like a very soft bronze. Okay, put that there. So for blush, I'm going to go ahead and use this new Cheek Pop palette. I got this from Sephora. It's the new holiday palette from Clinique. It has 3 of their, what are these called, cheek pops. I'm going to use, because I've read all the reviews that said the best brush to use is the duo fiber brush. So I have this one from Coastal Scents. I've used this a few times and I really do like it. I think I'm going to go in with this deeper orangey shade because I'm wearing like an orange shirt. Okay, yeah, so it does pick up pretty well because my brush was clean before. And so, yeah, I mean, I can see how much I picked up because it was clean before. But I think these blushes are really nice. I've always wanted to try Clinique. I've always wanted to try these cheek pops. I'm drawing a blank on what they're called. I've always wanted to try these cheek pops, and I just never have because they're like $24 a pop. Play on words there. And I'm not gonna spend, $24 for a blush. So I've always wanted to try their holiday palette, one of their holiday palettes, because that's like a good value, and I just never got around to doing it until now. And I think it's really nice. Look at that. It looks really nice. Beautiful. It blends out easily. I think the color is really nice. I don't really remember. I don't think I paid too much attention to the longevity, so I'm still testing to see, how well it lasts on the skin. All right, so for highlighter, I want to go ahead and play around with this. I got this in my BoxyCharm Laura Geller. I can't. It's broken. It falls out. This is in Diamond Dust, Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator, and Diamond Dust. I'm using my little flat brush. I used this once before and it actually blended out on the skin really nicely. I don't like this pink. It's hard to see because I can't really show it to you because it'll fall right out. But it's got like a pink, what's that called? Like a pink holographic. I don't know if you can really see it here. But when I blend it out, this blends out so nicely. Like it blends out so easily. I just push it in with my sponge, and honestly, that pink holographic, you don't even really notice it. Like it's not just like a holographic pink stripe on your skin. It blends in really nicely. So, like, look at that. I don't know, can you see the soft, subtle glow? I think you can kind of see the pink shift there. But I just blend it in, and it just looks really nice. I think the formula on this is really good. Like, look at that. Just blends in really nicely. Let me do a little swatch so you can see what I'm talking about on the pink. You see on my finger, you see that pink shift? And you can see the pink shift there, but look, when I blend it out, it just blends away nicely. So there's that. What do you guys think? See that? Okay, so I think that's it for the face, right? Yeah, let me go ahead and set my face. My Skin to Neighbor spray. So anyways, needless to say, with that job, at this point, I'm so mad that even if they do contact me again saying, oh, we finished auditing your chart, I'm so mad that I'm just gonna be like, no thanks. I just, whatever. I really don't understand what happened. Because, they told me I had the job. It's an agency job. They're always looking for, nurses, and they were excited, like, oh, you have the job, and, we're excited for you to start working, and then just no communication. So very, very strange. I've never dealt with something like this before. Okay, for eyes, I'm going to, let me find my little bucket and get my little primer out. Let me prep my lips a little bit. My chapstick. My little honey chapstick. Okay, so I'm going to use this one that I got in a BoxyCharm a while ago. Luscious Angel Eyes. It's okay, it's not bad. You need just a little bit. That was too much, but it's hard to control this one because you squeeze and nothing comes out, and then you squeeze and then a blob comes out. But this is very pigmented. Like, see that? Look at that. I don't know that I really love the staying power on this. Like, I don't know that it really helps my shadows stay better. I am going to go ahead and try off of Lindsay from Lady in the Truck, she recommended that I get the Ulta matte primer. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up once well, maybe next time I go. We'll see. Because I think I'm going to finally just declutter the Milani one. I don't like it. All right, so that's it for a sec. Okay, so for shadows, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to use my Baked Browns by Dose of Colors. This came in my BoxyCharm. I used it once before and I really like it. It blended out effortlessly. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then I have some new shadows that I want to play with. I got these from, this little thing right here I got from Shop Miss A. And then I got 6 new shadows that I got from Luxie Beauty. I really like Luxie Beauty. I don't know which one I'm going to use. But I'm not going to show these all right now because I'm actually going to be doing, after I film this, I'm going to be filming a like a haul. So you actually will probably see that video before you see this one. So you've probably already seen all this stuff anyways. Let's see. So let me get my little BH Cosmetics fluffy brush. I'm going to go in with, I think I want to start with this shade right here. This shade's really pretty. It's like a pinky brown. These are all browns, but this one's like it's like a tan. This one's like a pinky brown. This one's like a red brown, and then this one's just like a chocolate brown. And then this one is just a cream color, which I guess you're supposed to. All right, let me see what you guys think. So these cream colors, I hate them. Basically, you just set your primer with them, but I don't set my primer with them. What else are you supposed to use these cream colors for? Are they for like blending the edges of, look how pigmented that is, you guys. I just barely tapped in, holy moly. Are you supposed to like blend the edges with it? Do you use it like if you're gonna do a halo eye? Do you put it on the center of your eye first to just kind of brighten up that center to prep it for shadows? Like, I don't understand. And in a 5-pan palette, why are they wasting it on a cream color shadow when that could be like a deep, dark, you know, rich brown that could almost be like a black? I don't understand. Help me understand what other purpose I could use it for so I can start getting some uses out of these cream colors that nowadays are in like every single palette. Like, I would much rather them get rid of that and just add a black. Like, I can't stand when you have a palette that has a wasted cream shade, but then there's no black. Look at that, you guys. That just blended away. Not blended away, but that blended out effortlessly. Like, wow, these are so good, you guys. I think these would be like the perfect little travel palettes, because when I travel, I don't really fuss a lot with my eyeshadow when I travel, so I really don't need a lot of eyeshadow, because most of the time I'm like keep playing, but I don't even have to because it's already completely blended out. I'm wearing sunglasses most of the time when I'm on vacation anyway, so I really don't use a whole lot of shadows. So I think like 4 or 5 colors is really all you need. Even less is really all I would need. So now I'm really interested in looking at, you know, some of the other colors. All right, so for the lid, I'm going to do, let's see, which one should I play with? I haven't played with any of these yet. I kind of want to go in with this one right here. So I'm going to go in with that. And then I'll put something on the outer V maybe. Oops, I touched the wrong one. Okay. Oh, so pretty. I love Luxie shadows. Oh, look at that, you guys. So pretty. Look at that. So soft and just beautiful. There we go. So what have you guys been up to? Let me know down below. You know, what you guys have been up to, what you've been doing. Like I said, other than just trying to put our house back together and, you know, having the work done, haven't really done. I'm using the next one up, but I just barely touched it. I think it's a little bit too dark for what I'm going for. Oh look, it's got a mirror here. I always forget about mirrors and palettes because I never use them. But I'm going to use it now. Halloween is next week. We didn't even decorate the inside of our house for Halloween because, the workers there's no point, Everything would have just been destroyed anyways with dust and, the workers were moving things around. We decorated outside, but we haven't decorated inside, which I know Halloween, I love Halloween every year. It's just so fun for me. I really love Halloween. And I don't know, I'm kind of feeling bummed that that we're not decorating the inside. The outside's decorated though, so the outside looks nice. I haven't even watched my Halloween movies yet, you guys. I haven't even watched my Hocus Pocus yet. I haven't watched my Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas. So today's Friday. I think tonight I'm going to have the kids watch Hocus Pocus with me. Mike never really wants to watch. He's, he doesn't really partake in movie night with us unless we're going out to the movies to see like Marvel or something. But sometimes I'll make him sit with us and watch. Like if we're watching like Christmas movies, like when we watch Elf or something, I make him sit with us and watch, and not make like it's such a torture for him, but you know what I mean. Okay, so all right, I think that looks good. And then I think I'll put the bottom lash line the same color. I really can't believe that it's the end of October already, you guys. And it's going to be November. It's going to be Thanksgiving. It's going to be Christmas. Oh, man, you guys. For the inner corner, I'm going to do this pretty white shade. So, you guys, I forgot to talk about it, but my son got his permit last week. I took him. He didn't have school last Friday. The kids were out of school. So I took him last Friday. He got his permit and he's gone driving. I've taken him twice and my husband's taken him once. So that's, can't believe my baby is almost 16. He's going to be 16 in December. Okay, I'm going to go off camera really quick and do my mascara and possibly eyeliner and maybe my brows. So I'll be right back. I'm back. So I used a little bit of liner. I used LA Girl Ultimate Eye in black something, ultimate black. I was told that I should be using liner, that it really just ties everything together. So I've been experimenting with it. What do you guys think? I'm still unsure if it's a step that I really need to be doing. But I do like the way it looks. I just don't know that it really makes much of a difference. And then for mascara, I got a sample. I ordered from Sephora and I got a sample of this Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes mascara. I think that looks really nice, actually. I mean, I wouldn't buy it because, I don't buy high-end mascara, but I think it looks really nice. And for my brows, I just did my soap brows. I really, really like doing these soap brows. I don't do them all the time. In fact, I probably wouldn't even say I do them once a week. I maybe do them like once every other week. But I do really enjoy when I do them. I have tried using clear gel mascara and I don't like it the way I like this. This holds them in place and looks really nice and natural. All right, so for lips, I'm gonna go ahead and use my ColourPop on repeat. And I thought this color would kind of go nice. I should be using my mirror, not my viewfinder. When I have dark colors like this, I prefer to just like dab them on and get more like a wash of color or like a stain rather than like, full opaque color. It just makes bold colors like this more wearable for me. There we go. And then I want to go ahead and use this gloss. Ultra glossy lip. It's like already rubbed off and I've only had this for a few months. In Neat Freak. So I don't really use glosses a lot. I typically will just put like a chapstick on or something on top. But I really want to try to use my glosses more often because I'm going to be doing an end of the year. It's just going to be one video. Well, two, because I'll do makeup and then I'll do nail polish. I'm just going to do like a quick end of the year declutter. And so, you know, because I just did my declutter series, so it's just going to be like a quick video. When I'm trying to like use up, you know, not use up, but I'm trying to use products that I don't really use a lot. And then if I don't enjoy the process, I don't enjoy using them, then I want to be able to declutter them. So I'm trying to, you know, experiment using different products. Okay, so that is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know, you know, what you guys are up to, what your plans are for Halloween. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.